So I did stream last night, but lost my cool, so deleted that video because I hated it. It was right at the very end, the last 10 minutes or whatever. Horribleness, everything horrible befell us right when we were trying to leave. Herbert, we're ready. And Tara died. I got her stuff, put it on her sheep, and then her sheep died. Oh, forgot. Click. Come along. Don't forget to run. Almost there. Herbert. Rigger in. Herbert. Let's see here. So we need to get you a new sheep, because hobbits must have sheep. It's the law. I happen to have a blue one. Come on. I have a blue one right here you can have. Herbert? Oh, over here. There's another one if you want to look at it. This way. Oh, it's got green horns. Which sheep do you like best?
Really don't have a preference.
Herbert, well those, any of these three you could just choose and keep. Herbert, we'll see if we've got any horses. Or something else you might be able to ride. Give us options, you know?
Not necessary.
Or sure it is. We need some things that can actually fight and keep us alive. Like maybe something like this. Or something slow like a trike. But those there, they can take on a lot. Easily. Haramir! Horribleness happened! Horribleness happened. So the good news. Miss Tara and I went on an adventure of a lifetime. And
Oh.
I proposed, she said yes. On our way home,
Congrats.
we got beset by alligators and crocodiles and fishes, and oh my, and it was very unfortunate. I took her home and bandaged her.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I bit the crap
Did you
out of
try
a
to
lot
go
of
through the
things.
swamp?
We were in Moria.
Ah.
Yeah, no goblins were at the Goblin Town, which was my original plan. And then we went to Moria looking for beautiful places to question, because I only want to do it once, you know. And then we saw people that took us to this nice, beautiful place. It's very big, very flat. We saw the world. I proposed there. She said it was breathtaking, so I knew I had to.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yes, someone took a picture for us. It's beautiful.
Aw, you'll have to put it up on your wall at some point. Get a painting made.
It's a great idea.
Plan on it.
Yes.
But you made it out of the swamp okay then? Other than
He was
the
unharmed, but I wasn't.
I was not unharmed. I was harmed a lot. Sheesh.
My
I hope it
mistake
wasn't
then.
any poison bites and stuff.
No. I tried killing a leech for its blood so I can make more cure, but it leeched me instead. So I was like, well, crap. And then I just waited till I got back here, went and burnt it off. Fun stuff. Oh, and then the boat, I gotta go bring the boat back. If the crocodile's dead.
Oh,
It
you
took
lost
a
the
ride.
boat?
No, crocodile took a ride with me.
Oh!
Yep.
Unintentional ride?
Yeah, well, I think it wanted to. It wanted to eat more sheep, more me, more everything.
Oh well, they're fluffy.
I know. So I was showing her some of the sheep so she could pick a new one.
Anything that you see that's good then? I know Cotton's been quite busy breeding.
Oh, with this adventure, I knew I need something that can actually go and fight. You know, like go and kill and gather meat. I know we've got a lot of terror birds around. Do we have spares?
I think that Cotton has some spare terror birds. You should probably check with her. What she's been doing is any females she breeds and then culls them. So you could probably ask her to, keep a couple on the side for you. They do quite well, and they actually collect a fair amount of mutton if you ever have to cull one of your sheep.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Miss Tara,
How's the dog training coming?
he's slow still.
Oh, darn.
One of these days, I'll bring my fast ship, and we'll test him out and see if he can keep up. But maybe it'll be like terror bird and dog, so that it doesn't have to be as fast.
That might work. Terror birds aren't quite as fast as sheep.
Yep. And then I'll be a sight for. Well, I won't be a sight for sore eyes, cause I'll go and kill him. You know? Like those crocodiles that kept trying to hurt my Tara, I went and slew lots of them. When did my sheep dance?
Poke them with the sheep and run away.
No, run away, shoot them with an arrow, and kind of strafe around them, because their sucks at slowing and moving, and then shoot.
Speaking of that, there was a great beast on the beach down below.
Is it dead?
Yeah, the goblins and Abaddon and must have been a dwarf because it was a person on a wolf. They were shooting it with fire arrows and dancing away from it and stuff, and it was a very, very old beast. It was like, I want to say it was like 371 years old.
Wow.
With 4 big feet, a long snout, and a giant sail on its back. And when it was finally killed, we looked to see how much blood it had, and it had over 10,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they took many arrows to get that great beast down.
Oh, the trikes. I can only have 5 non-farm animals. So I was going to go through and see about hatching that baby trike you got for me, and a few other things.
Oh, did you need another one? Do you have an egg or not? Because the only thing I've done so far was the ankylos.
Oh, you got an egg for the trikes?
Yeah, but I didn't see it up in the ice box, so I wasn't sure where you'd stuck it.
In the ice box.
Maybe I didn't look in the right one.
I don't remember which one. It's been a little bit.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was still safe.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, are the
But
animals...
if you,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you want, tomorrow I should be waking up here earlier, somewhere around 9 in the east, or sorry, 1 east.
Uh-huh.
And I plan on breeding the horses, and I was gonna hatch the Ankleo egg out, so we can hatch the trike egg if you're gonna be around.
Yes, that'd be wonderful.
And then when you see what kind it is, if it's a boy, then you'll know which one to cull. So it'd probably be a good idea if we have the space to keep the girls, so we can keep getting eggs from her.
I understand. I wasn't really
But if,
thinking to call, because I know it's used a lot when you guys go get resources. When everybody goes and gets resources, they're used a lot, so I didn't want to call them.
Yeah, if anybody's gonna use it, it would probably have to be Eodred. Because my ability to keep animals is pretty much full. Because I've got the 9 breeding horses, my 2 using horses,
Let's try
the
this
2
for a while.
cats, and the otter. Because I had to give the dogs to Eodred too, so that there was space.
I understand. Perfect. Yeah. I've got lots of room for farm animals, but that's about it.
That's good at least.
Yep. I think Miss Cotton might be using some of my farm slots for her ships and stuff, just so that's
Yeah, she probably.
good.
I know she's been killing a bunch of them as she goes, but having a little bit more flexibility probably helps out too.
Alright, I'll talk to her and make sure she knows that I have some extra farm slots if she needs them.
That way she can kind of count all of them and make sure that it's equaling out properly.
As long as she doesn't fall asleep doing so. Herbalist humor.
We're definitely trying to keep the animals under control.
I understand. So tomorrow.
I'm not quite sure. We had a wild beaver running around here, but I think it wandered off again. But I didn't want to touch the dam because I didn't want to, cause the beavers to go crazy.
Uh-huh. But this one's our dam. It's part of our village area.
A nice dam. They did a really good job.
They did. The best one I've seen. Oh, if Ms. Tara and I ended up wanting a horse, tomorrow might be a day that we might catch one.
Oh, certainly. Or would you want one that was one of my breeding? Because depending on what I get out of the babies tomorrow, I'll have ones to. I'll have some extra horses.
Well, I'm not too familiar with horses, but I know being part of Rohan Rangers, we should at least have one horse, That way we can show up for battle in style.
Well, I know there's one in there, I believe. You've got one, but you don't have 2, right?
Oh yes, Tara has one. Sister has hers, Starlight. And then,
yeah. So if you want, when after the babies are born and I figure out which ones I'm keeping and which ones would be ones we have to get rid of, you can take your pick of those ones.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Because they're all, even though I'm getting rid of them, they're still a lot better than a wild horse. And if you get really lucky, I might even have the green one produce a nice one that's not breeding stock available.
Ouch!
Ooh.
I said I was sorry about that crocodile.
You might have to get her flowers.
You're right. I will
Oh,
go find some-
Leonidas.
Yes?
If you get a chance, can you make some more of those metal lights? The ones that produce the really nice glow?
Yes, I can.
Because we'll need some good lighting in the keep now that it's almost done.
Or yes, that makes sense.
Did you see what Idrid's been doing?
Working on the keep.
Did you want to see it? It's almost complete. Like
Yes.
we've almost got all the roof on and everything now. Finally.
There's also another light source that's metal-like. I think it's pretty good for being in too high or less spaces, like inside a house or something.
Oh.
It's at my place. I'd be happy to show you.
Yeah, that would be really cool. You want to come over and see if Idrid wants to come along too?
Yes.
Since it's kind of his place. He can pick
Makes
which he
sense.
likes better.
Oh, exactly. Yes, exactly. This way.
Oh, no problem.
There you are. Ladies first.
If you want to come... The doors are a little windy, problematic.
A lot of people build these places just for looks. When I find a guy that's building one that's doing what it's supposed to do, it makes me happy.
We've
Yeah.
got a guest here
Well,
as
it's
well.
supposed to be defensive
really?
first. That's the whole purpose of this thing.
It's Lucas.
Yeah, well, the castle, the
dwarf.
whole idea behind the
Oh,
castle
yes.
was the castle
The
got
first
them to
dwarf I tried
stand
to
still
steal.
long enough for you
It
to kill
didn't
them.
stick.
It's a whole lot easier to shoot somebody that's standing still.
Pesky
Trying to
humans
figure out how to
resistant.
Right,
defend
and since you
better.
can't jump through these, I like this better than having that roof there.
If
I
you want
really
to come
do.
up,
What do you think?
the stairs up are over here.
Yeah. Well, this way, if you ever decide you want to put a roof on it, I mean, it's a wall. You can put a roof on it.
Interesting.
Right. And see, I got this balcony
Up.
here on either side. I can see down. I don't need to be able to see over that.
Do we go all the way up?
I think
So,
I
so
think
I
they're
got
on
these
this level.
because I have these balconies. I don't need those.
It's this way.
You said they come over those, they'll be trapped out there in that, out in that hallway out there.
That's the point. Actually, I'm gonna change these to arrow. I don't know if I have my. I'm gonna go ahead and change them
Okay.
now. I want regular arrow slits here for
Idrid,
these two.
Leonidas has
Yes.
got a couple things he wants to show you.
Hey,
Lighting for
Leo.
the keep and everything.
Hey!
Okay.
Just kind of bummed that my tape
How you doing,
didn't
buddy?
work. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing since they released you back to where you belong?
Like y'all's matching outfits. That looks excellent.
Thanks, it's my girlfriend's favorite, well, my fiance's, sorry. My fiance's favorite colors.
He just asked her today.
Yeah, he was nearby.
I need one more of
Ah.
those flat arrow loop walls.
Oh,
Okay, let me go
I
down
have
and get
one,
it
I
right.
need one more.
I think they're just trying to get the last finishing touches on.
I'm hoping to ask him for a couple of forges. One for here, because they're the best, and then one maybe for up at my place, if it's not too expensive. Know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll have to show him all the things.
Alright.
Because if you've got too high the lightings, it might be good in these rooms, depending on where they attach.
No, not the battlements, the walls.
Maybe if they're like in the middle, they can be tall
Like
enough.
the last
they're
item
really
on the
tall,
bench.
those ones. And then I've got some that are more like a fire pit.
Will it hurt people if they stand in it?
I didn't try. I don't know.
Because that would be nice if somebody, if you got somebody stuck and you had one of those underneath and then, they died because they got stuck in the fire.
Or you can light a fire under them, and then they'll get to work.
Perfect, thank you.
But we'll also, once it's done here, we'll have to start getting things inside the keep, you know, living quarters and stuff like that. So even
Did
if
you
you're
see
not
Leonidas?
staying within here, you can still have a room that way. If we get, you know, stuck where we have to hide out, everybody will have their own spot too.
Yeah, everyone should have
Perfect.
rooms in this keep. Hey Leonidas, check it out.
Coming.
You see when you're attacking the keep, you know how it's natural to go to the roof for the orcs and goblins and other attackers?
What's this?
Well, what I want to do is trap them in this channel here. That's what this is. This is a little channel that is designed to trap them. In fact, I'm going to take these big doors out and just have these side. So if you're inside this channel, these people inside can try to hit you with arrows from inside, or they can come out and use shields to try to fight you with your limited movement.
That's pretty good.
Gives us
So
a
they
couple
can't
options.
shoot and jump away easily.
And that's what this is. This is to control movement. There's only anywhere you get on this roof. There's this sloped roof here. There's this channel here. The other sloped roof. In between those two battlements, there's only one tile wide, and then another sloped roof. So there's no good place to just stand and maneuver. This is the best place right here. And once you're down here, you're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So that's the point. The point is to use the attacker's own tendencies and psychology against them to get them trapped, and use that against them.
Where's that?
What's even better too, if you can figure a way, you can even get some big animals up in here and just make it a murder room.
Some hounds.
Well, hounds
Yeah,
or
good
even
idea.
Just put your
Even the
4 or 5
coyotes.
hyena dongs, you know, something you can't, not just one animal, but 5 or 6 or something. That way they'll all be, you trying to fight 6 of them at the same time.
Because if you put like a Callie here and at the other end and have the dogs in between, then the dogs can gnaw on them while the Callies slow them and blind them.
Georgette?
What's them little
Yes,
rascals
yeah,
made
there's-
that's about waist high
What's
that
this?
spit in your eye and blind you or you can't see for a few minutes?
Oh, the Dilos. The ones that
Yeah,
are on
if
the
there was
beaches
any
a
way
lot.
to tame a dilo, boy, it'd be heck to have about 5 of them rascals in here.
How
that?
did you get
Can
up
we
so
do that?
fast? I was watching the only way up.
Wonder.
That'd be
There's
a
a ladder
straight
over here,
nightmare. I wish I hadn't have thought about that. I'm gonna
Oh.
think about that tonight and wake up
And the ladder
screaming.
over there on top of that one. That's how you get up on that one.
Well,
I know some
this?
people like the little the monkeys. The
And I'm
the
gonna
little
build a
silver
ladder to go up
monkeys.
to the top
You
up
can
there
get
and put
those, and
another
they
little
throw poop at you
perch
and they
up there
blind
where
you
you
and
can
slow you.
stand way up and look out.
Yeah.
Forever.
Like the one that Rook's got in his tavern.
okay.
But
Yeah,
this
I've had,
this
I
tavern
leave
here,
that monkey
this
alone. He
this
don't look
tower we're in
friendly.
right now, is the strong tower.
I've seen him
If we
almost
can
knock
hold
people
this
out
tower, we
before
can
with
hold-
his
We can hold out.
hook. But yeah, you get dogs and
Alright.
monkeys in here, and
Why is it
it
the
would be
strong
a
one?
nightmare.
Why didn't you make the monster?
Because
Like I
it's
say,
the
if you had
tallest,
2
you
of
got
them
the most
dilos
rooms, stuff like that.
and then a bunch of
And
hyenodons,
it's got limited access.
about
like
4
you
hyenodons
can
and 2
control
dilos.
the
I mean,
access the doors.
you're trying to fight off
You
a
can
pack
pick,
of dogs that when you
You
can't
could fight
see.
up here on this. You could go down and fight in one of the rooms down there. You could pick a
would not
spot
end
and
well.
make a stand.
I mean,
in
it
this
wouldn't
tower.
matter if it's 3 of
It's
us come
designed
down
for it.
here at the same time. If there's 4 of them
Alright,
and 2
look what you do.
dilos, the 3 of us wouldn't have a chance.
And then down here,
There's no
So
climbing
you do
out.
that.
There's no
yeah,
door.
I
There's
did actually go down here.
Because you're not going to sit there and take the time to try to break a door down while something's nipping you in the butt.
This is the quick back and forth right here.
I do like those arches a lot better than the flat walkway across.
Yeah, I originally used those building a loading dock. What
See, and
we
this is
done
that
we
back
built
here.
used
Rapture.
those, and then we set the boxes right behind them, and that way you didn't have to worry about you draft
Huh.
animals running into them.
Huh.
We had those running down the middle of the barn, and the
George?
door on one side, door on each
Yeah.
end of the barn. So you just drive straight through.
You did something
Are you
great.
down?
Shop was behind a row of those,
I'm on the top.
so you could just pull the animal up
Tip it
right
up.
there and unload it.
Way up high. It's backwards.
No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is.
And you can shoot through these
No, it's
too if
not.
you wanted to.
Then why isn't it
That's the way it's supposed to be.
sticking out? So you can walk up and shoot down.
Oh, because this is, this gives you more to hide behind than this right here. So if you needed, like, to crouch and sort out your gear, stuff like that.
But then you don't get to shoot down.
That's okay. If you need to shoot down, you can shoot down here, or you can shoot out that way.
Like he's talking about messing with their minds, just think of what that would do to your mind, seeing them big old openings and you can't get out.
True. Orcs aren't that smart. They
dying down
probably freak out pretty
A
good.
raptor right below me. It's not dying though. It's trying to attack our gate. My
Castle?
bows. No. The in between me. You see him right here.
It would definitely frustrate people.
I see. Jackass rap.
Yep.
Now,
We
where'd
can
they
take this
go?
one, and we can still defend from over there.
Hey, look.
Again.
Tell it, I hear them.
We're on this other fort. We're on the little side fort.
Yeah, I see him on the other side. I could shoot him right from here.
That's the whole point.
Oh, it's hard to
So
see
we have to
them.
go down one level and then across to get over to them.
So don't forget, join Discord, little channel there. And join in and use the type messages there. It'll give you a nice robotic voice.
And then
Or,
it should be right
just
through
join in chat.
here.
Chat.
We did this on purpose. Just, I don't know, just like...
Could potentially put beds and stuff in here too. Why is something getting attacked?
Raptor trying to chew a hole in the gate.
Yep.
Guess I could jump down.
I thought I felt like something was attacking.
Is Tara still with you?
Much better. Tara was still on the other side, I believe. I think she was coming down too.
She's out here with me.
Perfect. Oh, you couldn't get in. I'm sorry, my friend. Tara.
What was that, Leonidas?
Yeah, this will make a nice bunk room. You know, if you ever needed it, you know, if you need to pull all the town folk in, you could have beds and chests right down through here.
Or put a couple of ballistas up here and, you know, break down the wall.
I know you gotta like these curved landings. Back here,
Uh-huh.
these curved stair landings, I know you gotta like
Yeah, I like these ones. Yeah. It's very space efficient. Well, I fear I'm gonna have to head to bed shortly because I'm starting to get tired.
Can I show you our place?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'm so happy to finally have this played. I kind of took a quick mini tour when I...
Yeah, I've got time to see your place before I go to bed.
Tara?
I'm stuck.
Where?
Uh-oh, what are we stuck on?
Oh, right this way.
I can't move. I don't know what I'm
this
stuck
will do
on or any.
nicely, like at one
Oh.
There you go.
one where I was
Sorry,
up there
pat
where
on the
the
butt.
roof was at. That, like I say, you could put a little
Right this way.
Those arrow
gable
slits.
ends right
Actually,
there, put
Idrid
beds
fell out one
between 'em,
earlier.
Put a bed,
Like,
and
from the
put a
top
trunk
down.
at the copper at the end of the bed. That'd be, you know, people could come here and stay for 2 or 3 days if they had to.
Yeah, make perfect little barracks.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, well, let's ride to this Hobbit hole.
Herbert, we're going to get
Leonidas picked himself a prime spot. If you think I did something here, you can wait to see what he got that going on.
Oh, yours will stand the test of time, though.
Gotta find my hog.
It's over here.
It's
Lucan.
behind you. It's over by the...
Is Tara?
It's right outside the keep door.
Go pick one of the ships you like.
I think he's laughing.
There's that one over there, and there's 2 over here.
He's a silly boy.
Whichever color you want. That's a good one. Horses must live the metal. It's right on through.
I don't know where it is. We can get started.
Herbert, Tara, shift running. Yep, this way. Where'd you go? Where's you going? Come on now. Let's go. This way. Come along. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Parking in my personalized little spot. This is my personalized little parking spot.
Okay.
So right over here
Tails got my
is
name on it.
the animal spots.
I'll have to work on that.
Tara? Oh, Tara, right over here. And then you go up. Right behind the pig. The boar. My apologies, the boar. Right behind the boar.
Okay, I can't move anywhere.
Go right behind the boar. Ships can do this all day.
I think she's stuck under the boar's chin.
Oh. Luke? Luke? Are you able to help rescue my fiance? Luke?
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 Did he fall asleep?
I don't know. Luke!
Luke?
You okay? Hit in, see if you can get off. There. We got you out. Boar, she's mine, not yours. Alright. I'll go park your ship. Where'd everybody go?
We're up here looking at the rock.
Oh, okay.
We're ready to go inside though.
Perfect. I
And
did
Luke,
what you wanted.
Luke's coming down to move his boar. Is
What?
Tara okay?
She's okay, she's out.
Right, you silly pig. Quit grabbing me.
Hermit. We're missing one.
Ooh, fancy.
Six, this is our shop. See, like I can sit here while Tara goes to fix the stuff that I paid for, and then I'm planning to provide some complimentary food while we're
Very
about.
nice.
And you've got a dragon that stares at you. Make sure you don't do nothing funny.
Very
Nobody will
well
mess
laid
with the
out.
dragon.
I like the way you use the forge there to help heat the place.
Yep.
If you have rooms upstairs, it'll be nice and warm to heat off that forge.
The grid room is upstairs.
Oh, this is nothing compared
Horse.
to what he's got.
Speaking of forges, can I get the other forge too? The castles one?
If you got the materials and it's in the book, we'll knock it out right quick.
Alright. I don't know if I have the materials or the book. But we'll find
Yeah,
out.
that reminds me. I need a fireplace for cotton for that keep.
Oh, yes.
Which forge do you want? What table's it in?
The mason one.
Said what now?
It's in the masonry table.
I don't think you've got a masonry one here.
Yeah, neither of us are masons here. I've got the table somewhere, I think in one of my storage bins. Let's see. Nope, don't have it. Maybe I put it back down at the main keep because that's where it's useful.
Got a nice little storage area for your shop up here.
Thanks. Oh, Tara, we're up here. You guys hungry or thirsty?
Well, he's used every bit of space now. Look at this. This is well laid out, well thought out.
Speaking of, let me find some thatch and fiber. Thatch.
Oh, it's glass. I thought that was just a regular arch.
You guys have to sign in my book.
You have a book?
Yep. One paper for each of you. It's just like a guest book. Yodred, don't forget to sign my book.
I'm coming. I'm just admiring your great room up front here.
Our sex will be decorated in it today, I think.
I'm sure it'll be decorated just wonderfully soon enough.
Yeah, I had to find a spot that I could just like squeeze me in, so I had to climb over the furniture just so you guys sign like the book and I'm official like. Miss Tara, do you want to come stand here? And you be official like for this too? It's unlocked. Miss Tara.
Yes.
Sweetheart, would you like to stand here with me while they sign our book? The guest book of coming into our home?
Don't think that's a good idea. It seems that when I get into tight spaces, I get stuck and I can't move.
Alright, will you look in the fridge to the left and see if we have some pipeweed? Maybe they would like to enjoy some pipeweed.
Man, this little place, just you did such a good job with this little site here, Leonidas. This little, I knew when we first saw it together that it was going to be amazing, but you really did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Sweetheart, did we have any pipeweed?
Any what?
Pipeweed.
There you go. I signed your book.
Thanks.
I got a little birdie.
Oh look,
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
know what I was supposed to be looking for.
Oh, alright, I'll come help. First time back there. Oh yes, this stuff that looks like a pipe. We take some of that. Ooh, do you want to share some of your special cake?
We do.
Alright. Let's go share, alright?
You all can have some, but when I use it, it just, I'm not gonna have any.
Oh, alright.
The last time I had, it was bad.
It looks
You
like
had
I should
bad
fit,
pipeweed?
but I can't fit. There we go.
No, it wasn't bad pipeweed. It just made my, I couldn't move my character or anything.
Oh.
You
I
know,
find
if you
if I jiggle my bags around, move my things, it lightens my mood.
even just eat
There
something.
you go.
Sometimes just eating a piece of food is
Thank
enough
you.
I'll just for you.
Edred,
To
I think you
reset
can
your
get
weight.
a piece of cake too.
Oh no, there's only
Oh,
there's cake for everybody.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just all cake. Okay.
Nope. I don't know what you got, but there's a pipeweed, a cake, and a beer for everybody.
I think I still need a cake. So, Edred, you might have to.
there, you got my cake.
Miss Tara,
I have
here
one
you go.
ale and one. Okay. Thank you.
Leonidas, sir, where do we put the notes?
And this
I
little
think
desk.
he wants them back in that table.
Back in the table?
This please. Oh, Tara, right in front of you. You got some beer and some cake.
I do?
Yep, look down. It's at your feet. Oh, good Sir Luke. There you go.
Behind you,
At your
Luke.
feet. Eventually, I'll get a farm and some beer going, and we'll be like a hobbit, you know. Like we'll be having lots of beers, lots of pipeweed, lots of food, lots of beers, lots of pipeweed, and food. Elementary food. Breakfast. Second breakfast. Lunch. Brunch. Dinner. Dinner.
Where
Supper?
would you like me to stick the empty glass?
Oh yeah. In here.
On the table?
Yes, please.
Cake is extremely filling. This is excellent.
There we go.
Tara, he was complimenting the cake.
I made the cake.
So you say
You
thank you.
did a marvelous job. It filled me right up. I was half starved, and I'm perfect now.
Bathroom.
Yes,
We gotta
it's,
make a
it's
bathroom.
very delicious.
Man. Oh, under the tour.
I'm glad you liked it.
The stairs are weird. I don't know why. You coming
I
along?
don't know, with the alcohol they seem okay.
Alright. You guys have got to see this. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Looky, 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 looky.
What y'all ducking down for? This is a great big old door. Ah!
Look at.
Ah, triple! Wait, two. Or
Pretty one
is
too.
it-
Yeah, two of them.
Or this one's mine, Rugrats.
I thought I was seeing
But
things
look at
after
that one.
having the alcohol.
It's white, black, and
Aw, so cute.
pink, tan, something. I don't know what Tara's calling this one yet. But it was like
That is an
I
excellent
haven't-
color. Excellent color combo. Shows the stripes off perfectly.
I haven't thought of a name quite yet. I'm still deciding.
Bang!
But it was a wedding present.
Yep. I paid the old demands to get it for me. You know, my friend Nazir, he's a good one.
That's why you kept trying to get over there.
Yep. I kept waiting for that so I could go
Oh,
propose.
now that I've sobered up, there's another one in the corner.
They're multiplying.
They're both females.
A few more minutes and I'll be able to see 6 or 8 of them after I completely sober up.
Oh, this is the other fire pit that I was going to show you.
Ah,
I can't get in this one, so I'll try and get in a different one and see if it hurts me.
I think that would probably be good for the upper areas, right, Eadred?
Those put out a lot of light and heat. Mostly a lot of light. What you do is you put one of those in the yard about half a bow shot out. Then you sit up on top of the wall. When they come in the circle of light, you just, you know, ventilate them.
That's a good idea.
Very nice. See, I think we could use some of these.
I'll get some. And then I just remembered, I haven't made a bathroom yet. So I gotta make one of those somewhere. And then a kitchen. And then like a dining room. And then like a big shower here.
Ooh, this is a beautiful view.
Thank you.
I know, this is my favorite room. I love the view.
It's a good thing you didn't say it was breathtaking, or I would have questioned my last spot.
I'm gonna put it in a big dining room table because I have 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
And I'm the youngest of all of them.
Nice. Are they all gonna come to the wedding?
Yeah, my brothers told me if they weren't invited, I don't get a wedding present.
Oh, well, then, yeah.
They tend to go hunting a lot. Hopefully we can find them again. Oh, I did have to go and ask her dad and her brothers and her sisters, because her family's really close. I had to ask them all for permission to marry her.
Well, it's good you didn't leave anybody out.
Nope. Yeah, it was
It'll take a moment.
Perfect.
Well, I fear I do need to head to sleep now.
I
Have
understand.
to get up early tomorrow. Lots of work to do
Yes.
on the barn and everything.
I see now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make me a portable mason's table I can carry with me for situations like this.
That would be handy to have.
Miss Armir, if you have any weapons or armor that needs repairing, if you leave it at the keep, we don't have supplies yet. But if you leave it at the keep, we'll fix it.
Okay. I've got a little bit of wear on my pickaxe and axe. Everything else is pretty in tip-top shape still. So I'll drop those off and pick up a set that's not in disrepair.
My sword, my crossbow, and my pickaxe are all about 50%.
Oh, really?
I think you have a customer.
Well, if you leave them with me, I can repair them.
Or he might want to stay with them, so he has them to take home too.
You know, whenever.
Yeah, yeah. Next time I'm up here, I will. What I'll do is I'll go out when I get back home. I'll get an extra set, and then I'll bring these back up here. It's a little bit dangerous from here to there without sword and crossbow.
That's true.
Oh, I completely understand.
Of course, I do have a hog and a pocket knife, so you know.
Well, at least it's something.
True. Well, good night, all. Thanks for showing me around. I can't wait to see it when you've got this area finished as well.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna do a bar like I did in the Shire, where it's cleaned off
Ooh.
until the customers show up, and then the bartender just pours a glass or whatever, and then the customer enjoys it.
And after they're drunk, then you can start asking them for prices. And
Or yes, but never ever water it down. Ever. Never. Ever. No messing with beer. Do you mind if we might bargain the repair of his weapons for free for him to make 2 of those forges?
It will be good to have bargaining and some trade up in this area. Once people know we've got a shop and everything. You'll have to set flyers in the capital cities.
Yep. I don't want to keep you up till that. I see you're getting to that.
Put him a nice sign at the bottom of the hill with an arrow on it pointing up.
With a no orc sign.
Well, you have 2 signs, one in regular language and one in Orc, and one in Orc points in a different direction.
There you go.
So have it pointing towards the cliff and says, fast and easiest way.
Good one.
Well, Lucan, it was nice to meet you. I'm sure we'll meet again, and thanks for all your assistance with the finishing keep pieces.
Oh no, you know, that's what I do. You know, I pretty much ran out of stuff to do at Moria, so I said, well, I'll just loaf around, see if I can find anybody else needs anything.
Always things that need to get worked on and built upon.
Yeah, I got all I could find. You know, there was so much that hadn't been done. I told them, I said, you know, for 4 or 5 days, I can just do a little here and do a little there, but it didn't take as long as I thought it would. So now they're going to have to build something for me to work on.
Could always check with Gondor, see if they need any pieces, especially if they're doing outposts and stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing like I say, most of Moria was already built, but you know, I had to do like, you know, underpinning under stairways and handrails. We got some staircases that go up 6, 7 floors, and you're straight up the side of a building with no handrail. You know, you take a hit of the pipe weed and walk off the side there, and you know, wake up in your bed.
That's true. Well, it's good to know that you're making it a little bit safer there for everybody.
Well, mainly for me, I have a tendency towards the drink and the pipe weed both. And since they like to have everything of that obsidian, which, you know, just fades into the background when you're trying to walk on it. I prefer the sandstone. It lights better.
Ah, yes.
Doesn't take as many
better
candles.
That makes sense.
All right.
Well,
Well,
everyone likes the
I'm
black.
off. You have a good night as
Well,
well.
black looks
Adrian.
good until you have to start lighting all those candles.
Safe travels.
Thank you, and safe journeys for you. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Good night, Aramir.
Good night.
Good night.
I'll be
Good
along
night.
soon.
Okay.
So Leonidas, that first room of the keep, that's going to be a tavern. You want to set up a tavern in there. I already talked to Cotton about it. She's interested.
Alright.
It's got a good spot. It's even got a little private dining room. Little intimate little nook.
Yeah, was Cotton gonna build it for you? Might just help her with whatever
Well,
she needs?
I don't know. I haven't really. It's not like I've given it to anybody so much. It's just intend to put a tavern down there and mention it to Cotton.
Perfect.
But whoever puts it together, you know. The kitchen in the back was what she was most interested in. The one thing Cotton asked for was the stove.
Alright, maybe I'll talk to her at some point and we'll work together and make something awesome.
That sounds good. Please do. I was hoping we could turn that into a little tavern spot. It's a nice central location for all the tribes.
You might get lots of hobbits. You know, with the food, lots of hobbits. Oh. How do you think we should do the pricings for everything?
Just looking at the map, this is a very difficult place to travel.
Yes. And it's also difficult to get to Haradrims, because you get lost, you get turned around, you go backwards, you go forwards, and then sometimes you wake up at home.
I don't much care for boats, but it's pretty much this place is pretty much if you get to the ocean and you pretty much then go inland from the ocean every.
Yep.
I was just looking at it when I come out of Moria. There's a way you can just come straight out from Moria and straight down almost to the beach. There's a cliff, of course, at the beach, but you can come almost straight. And I was thinking to myself, what I'm going to end up doing is putting a sign down there that says Moria and has an arrow on it, and put it at the top of that cliff. That way, when like I come from here back that way, all I got to do is hug the coast. I get to the sign and hang a right.
Oh yeah? That's a good idea.
Or I may just build a small tower there and everybody just look at it and go, what the heck is that for?
And then the ones that know what it's for and use it. Those that don't, avoid it.
Yeah. I thought about, but just put, maybe going down there and building a tree house. Use like I was thinking about, So I got some friends that are herbalists that can go down there and put me a tree up. They can bring a tree in and then build a tree house up in it on that location. That way people will ride up and go, well, what's the tree house doing out here by itself?
So like a beacon?
Yeah. It'll look all right. I just got to figure out exactly what I'm going to put there. But I'm going to put something there. Like a beacon. Just so when you come along, because when you're right there, there's no road or nothing, and it's just like any way you go up the mountain right there, it's just horrible except for that one spot, and that one spot has no way for you to know where it is. You just have to sort of zigzag up and down the face of the mountain until you find it. And if I can put a beacon down there or a marker of some type down there, then we'll know, okay, right here's where you go up. Because it's nice, big, easy climb. You could run like 3 trikes up there side by side.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah, the way that the first time I went from here over to Moria, there was this god awful cliff that they had figured out how to hop horses up, and it was like, I was like, there's got to be a better way than this.
Sheep.
Well, even with a sheep, well, my hog actually climbs better than the horse does, and I can go that route, but it's just aggravating because you got to turn this way and hit it just right. Then you got to go over there and turn that way and hit it just right. If you don't hit it right, you slide halfway down the mountain and have to start over.
That would be aggravating.
Yep.
No, it took me 45 minutes to get from here. You see the first little creek down there? To get from here to that first creek took me almost an hour one day to get that far.
Oh my word.
So yeah, that's why, like I say, I'm gonna mark this other way, and I ain't never going that way again. I'll leave that to them younger dwarves that like all the adventure.
Yeah, I mean, an hour, that's frustrating.
Yeah, well, you'd get halfway up here. Just think about if this was a slippery slope, and you get halfway up here, and if you turned it instead of, see how I'm facing right now, if instead
Yes.
of coming this way, you were turned this way,
We'll slip and fall.
Oh man, that sounds terrible.
between here and that creek, there's probably 7 switchbacks back and forth. Of course, it makes it safe now. I haven't seen any orcs make it up yet. They usually, if they get out and a group of orcs get after them, they run up that way. The ones that's real good at it, they run up that way right quick, and then they sit at the top and shoot them. Well, I need to be getting back before it gets dark. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, I got to get.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, safe travels,
I
both
will.
of you.
Y'all just figure out anything you need building, and in about 3 or 4 days, I will come back.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
And we'll be stocked.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming by. This way. Oh, you need some food for you while we go working today?
I'm okay for now. I
Alright.
mean, I'm full up on water and I'm full up on...
Perfect. Oops, more metal.
Come on, hurry up. I need to close the doors.
I'm coming. I'm stuck. I was stuck.
You close them.
I was stuck. Oh, hello.
Oh, I
Alright.
was just taking a moment to think.
Oh, no problem.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, Eldred, if you have anything
Yeah?
needing repair, just stick it in the smithies or
Actually,
something.
I think I have a pick on me.
Alright, we'll be coming down shortly, or you could toss it either way.
Do you have the materials here, or should I do it up there?
I'm at the main keep. We're on our way there right now.
Okay, I'll come get you.
Alright. This way. So you gotta walk right next to that tree, and then up into here. That one's yours. Hobbit, now we go down. And to the left a little bit. Tara! This way. Where are you going? I'm an orange sheep. Follow. Hobbit. This way. We're going. Perfect. Herbert, now we're looking all this table here. You look in this table, and one upstairs to see if there's anything needing repairs. Then you go upstairs afterwards.
I look in all of them?
We shouldn't need to. But I didn't see as
I
much.
look in all of them?
One moment. Break of day. Nope. Let's see. Oh, will you make a few more of those crossbows? So I think we'll...
I don't know how.
Oh, okay. I'll be in my thoughts a moment.
Okay, well, I'm going up.
There you go. At break of day.
If you were making them, then why am I here? Beach.
Go ahead and put the metal in, please.
What?
Will you put the metal in the smithy? And what kind of armor do you want to wear?
Probably lightweight. I think if I wear heavy armor, it just slow me down. I mean, I want something that will protect me, but I don't want something that's heavy.
So do you kind of want to wear what I'm wearing? It's got the pants to help me stay
Is it
warm.
lightweight?
It's decent. It's got the pants, which are the heaviest, but it doesn't slow me down much. I could still book it. Anyway, so I've got the pants to keep me warm, and the rest of the armor pieces to keep me alive.
Then yeah, I guess that's good.
Alright. Perfect. You can keep what you've got right now, no big deal. But I've got it making, and I'll be in my thoughts a moment again. There you go, sweetheart. Will you make some metal for us? I'll be right back. I mean, will you make some fire arrows for us? Hello. Was in my mind, helping her out a little bit.
How many?
All of them. Alright, all of them again. Alright, to be back in my minds one more time, I think we'll take Tara home. She'll have a good night, and we'll continue on with things.
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Alright, guys, I am of course back. Again. There we go. So now I got my sword. Weapons. My grapple hook. My flame arrow. Nah. Don't think I'm quite yet ready for flame arrows, you know? right. Terrorbird saddle. I need to make a new one. Did not think about that. Why must you be on the butts? So this one I don't feel like I can quite just do, like, level it up and stuff, so it's getting put back. Before I do, where is Flint? Thinking we let somebody borrow Flint. Remember I had Flint once. Did Flint die?
Hey, you still playing?
Yep.
I just fell asleep in my chair. I made it back to Moria though. I had just put my pig in the barn and was walking up the steps and turned to do something and fell asleep in my chair. I just woke up. I was standing on the steps. I said, "Well, I better get on inside my room and go to turn this thing off."
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
Well, I've been playing since about 9 a.m. this morning.
Oh wow.
Like I said, I got a whole lot done. I filled coffers up, and I've put. You know how the coffers have got the squares and they're in rows. Well, each square holds 2,500 pieces of stone, and I filled up 2 rows.
Wow.
I've done 3 rows of the wood, and about a row of flint, and 4 rows of thatch. Then I built a whole bunch of stuff. I made about 500 of every color of the dye.
Nice.
Yeah, what you want is just a standard cooker?
No, there's a forge.
Forge. Which
Yeah.
forge?
Castles, Keeps, and Foundry Forge or something like that.
The Castle and Keep Big Forge or whatever?
Yeah, it cooks 20 metal ingots really quick. I didn't actually time it.
Yeah, I got to look at it up. I'm hoping it ain't the big monsters they got here in Moria. We got one that's dang near the big as your house.
No, I don't think it would be that big, but it is a pretty large size one. The spot that I've put aside for the forge, that one forge will fill it, like the foundation. There we go.
Yeah, hang on. Let me Google Castle and Keep's forge, and I'll see what I come up with. Because like I say, I'm out of the game right now. I'm actually installing a Ark Survival update as usual. There's always an update.
The heck? Get off of my balcony. Well, now you're off my balcony. Get down here. Come on, you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I've also got to go and sort my place too. Organize the items and stuff. Passive. Get him. Get him now. Oh, that's a good boy. Eat it. Come on. Let's actually switch you to behavior. Attack my target. So now if I were to, let's say, shoot something. Fine. Hello. Hope your evening's doing great. Out. Well, hello, everybody. Shed some light on the situation we got here. Oh, alright. Need to adjust the proposes part off. It seems like it's gonna be a nice, easy night tonight. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Have yourself a great evening. I will fire the stream back up a little later if anything happens, as soon as I can quickly get that taken care of. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.